All right, guys, I just pulled up to a house where on Craigslist, or actually it was Facebook Marketplace, I had just found this really cool guitar I've never seen before. It's an acoustic guitar. I really don't play acoustic much, but when it comes to a guitar like this, I gotta have it. They're asking $75 for it. It's a guitar model I've never seen from a company that I really love, and I'll show you guys in a minute. Hopefully, I'm gonna ask them if they mind if I ask them a couple questions and record it. So if so, you guys are gonna hear a guest voice in just a minute, but about to head up to this house and see what this guitar is all about. Awesome LTD acoustic. How long have you had this one for?
Since 2005 or 2.
Did you get it new, do you remember?
From the factory.
From the factory, because I've never seen this guitar before. I'm a huge LTD fan, but I've never seen one of these. So right when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, what is that? So you got it from the factory. Is it custom ordered?
No. A guy I used to work with had a connection to the factory, and I was just starting to play guitar at the time, and he thought I would be interested, so he took me to the factory. I think it was in Burbank.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there it was, and they sold it to me.
Wow. Is it, do you remember how much you paid for it?
No, I really don't.
So it's acoustic electric. Beautiful. The purple is amazing. You don't see purple guitars very often. Anything else about it that you know?
No, I think the battery might be, it's been a really long time since I've played around with it. So since I don't use it anymore, I decided to let it go to its good home.
Yeah.
And so you might want to replace the battery.
Do you still play?
Barely ever.
Oh, okay. So getting rid of some of the ones you don't use anymore?
You're right.
Okay, cool. Well, awesome. All right, guys. Well, there it is. Look at this thing. This is freaking gorgeous. It's actually nicer than I was expecting. I was wondering what's it going to sound like. I mean, for the price he's asking, it's worth it either way. If it doesn't sound good, just to throw in the collection. But yeah, this thing is beautiful. It's got an inlay on the headstock. I'm guessing it's got to be. Yeah, it's Korean, made in Korea. Looks like it was taken great care of. The tuner's got gold hardware, which we all know. My favorite. Yeah, look at that. The abalone on the side. This is going to look so good next to the green LTD and the deluxes I have in the Edwards guitars. Wow. That's crazy. He got this straight from the factory. North Hollywood. It's weird. I don't think that they deal with LTD in North Hollywood anymore, so he said the battery's got to be replaced. Yeah, look at that. That is so nice. Quilted maple all around. LTD electronic system. Very happy with this thing. Can't wait to go get it restrung and jam some tunes on it. All right, guys, got the guitar back home, and man, look how beautiful it is. I love this thing. I found a little bit of information about it. So it looks to be made around 2002, 2003. This one is made in Korea. So it's got a serial number, all that stuff on the back. And from what I read online is they didn't really make many of these things. Some of these are sample/prototypes, which I don't know. It's got a serial number, so I wouldn't think that that's this. But I can see there's not a lot of information out there about them, and it looks like someone wrote something up about them, and everybody else is just copying and pasting the same exact thing. So they're made in a couple colors. You can get red. It's like a see-through red quilted maple. There is a natural. I found another purple one someone had sold on Reverb for $350. They said, I'm letting this thing go cheap. And yeah, I agree. $350 for this guitar is pretty crazy. This one's got sort of a sunbursty look to it. Yellow in the center, darker on the edges, of it, kind of amber. This one's just a straight natural color. And then this one here is a spruce top. So it's not even the quilted maple. This one actually might be a sample prototype. I'm seeing what they've sold for in the past. $264. That's a great price. I wouldn't necessarily want to keep this one for my collection. Maybe. But the purple, I mean, the purple quilt is insane. That's what I really like. It really drew me in. So here's some of the specs on the guitar. This is from one of the listings I found. The AC-200 was first and I think last offered in 2003. I found this and a few others in the ESP warehouse, North Hollywood. They were really neat, made in Korea. Here's a link to the ESP archives from 2003. It's a sample/pre-production guitar. ESP makes these samples to test out various colors, finishes, and to show dealers prior to the actual model being built. They take them to shows like NAMM and start taking pre-orders for the new year's model. Some samples are never made into production models. As this is a sample, some specs may not be true as the production models are, but there was a press release from ESP in August of 2002 making the announcement of the new model. ESP Guitars has announced their new acoustic electric guitar, the AC-200E. This guitar features a quilted maple top, sides and back, and is available in 3 breathtaking colors: natural, see-through blue, and see-through red. The AC-200E has a set mahogany neck and rosewood fretboard, with the model name inlaid at the 12th fret. Abalone and cream-colored binding outline the body front, and cream binding continues up the neck around the eclipse-shaped headstock. Gold hardware adorns the tuning keys and strap buttons. For amplification and direct recording, the AC-200E has a piezo acoustic pickup and a 4-band active preamp. Changing the battery, 9V, is easy too, since the compartment swivels out from the preamp control panel. The AC-200E acoustic electric guitar has a suggested retail price of $599. Yeah, this one sold for $350. This one sold for $264, $330. So $300 is about the going rate for these things, but man, for what they are, I've never seen this guitar before. And in this color, I had to have it. This is gonna look so good up on my wall, next to all the other LTD Deluxes I have. Every once in a while, you come across a crazy deal like this, where you find a guitar you've never seen, and it's in a color that's super rare. This kind of reminds me of when I bought the MH1000, the green one I have. It is such an amazing guitar, and I got it for a killer deal of like $500. For that guitar, in any color, it should be way more than that. And then also that it's like a super rare color, like the awesome green that it is. It should have been way more than $500 with the hard shell case I had, you know, an original ESP one. This one for $75, that is a crazy deal. So it just goes to show you always got to be watching out. Facebook Marketplace, Reverb, eBay, Craigslist. When deals like this pop up, people see them and go swoop them up right away. That's why you always got to be on there a couple times a day. If you're really committed to finding some specific guitar, you got to be on there all the time. So I just got lucky and was browsing and saw this one on there and had to grab it.